I'm going to talk about planning an exploratory business trip. If you're thinking of growing your business in a new country, nothing beats going out there and exploring. People often ask me to suggest how they should prepare, and that's important. You shouldn't go with only a vague idea. Even if you've been to the country or city before, whether it's been on holiday or on a business trip, it's different if you're thinking of setting up a base there. Obviously, some of the things depend upon what sort of business you're in, but there are some preparations common to all, and they're the ones we're going to talk about. There's a lot to think about, so I'm covering this subject in two parts. In this one, I'm going to talk about logistics, and I'm assuming that you've already decided on where you'll be expanding to, or that it's a place on your shortlist. First, think about getting there. How long and difficult is the journey? If you set up an operation, you'll be travelling often, so you need to be sure that it's a trip that you and your colleagues will be happy to make. Do you need a visa? Would it be easy and quick to get suitable long-term visas, not only for you, but for your colleagues who will need to visit regularly once you're established there? Are there direct flights? If not, what are the best connections? Are the fares reasonable? If either your home or the place you're considering setting up are only near regional airports without direct flights, these become even more important questions. If you're not happy with the travel arrangements, you may need a very compelling reason to justify expanding to that destination. You need to start your diary planning early. First, check to avoid public holidays or local events like trade fairs that can make accommodation expensive or getting around more difficult. Find out the local business culture. Some countries have very formal and punctual attitudes. In others, the manana mentality is still alive and well. But they're not necessarily the countries that you might think of. That's the first thing that dictates how many meetings you can get in a day, so how long you'll need to spend there. Dress code still applies in many countries. That's not necessarily consistent with the climate either. But you don't need to believe everything you may be told. For my first trip to Japan, people told me that I'd have to shave off my beard. I refused, but it never felt like it caused any problems. At the end of the day, it's your personality and stature that count. Next, you need to plan who you need to meet and understand how your company could work out there. I'll be covering that in the next part. Meanwhile, I welcome any comments or questions. Please leave them below and feel free to get in touch directly. I'll be glad to hear from you. International expansion is easier than you may think, and international travel is always great. Thank you for watching.